Hi guys. Today I'd like to talk to you about my addictions. One of my addictions, one of my vices, as they say, um, and it's drinking tea. I've always drank, like I remember since my 20s, I've been drinking teas every day, and I kind of feel embarrassed to say that I at times drink 20 cups of tea a day. And you think, how can you drink 20 easily, really easily? If you wake up early in the morning, go to bed late at night. I have one like first thing in the morning, I have to have a tea to wake me up, and then last thing at night to relax me. There's always a reason, isn't there, to have a tea? Let's have a cuppa. Like when you want to think something out. Oh, let me have a tea. I don't know, brainstorm. When I'm editing a video, let me have a tea. When I'm searching on YouTube, let me have a tea. It's like you need that hit all the time to wake you up because you're without the tea, you know, you're sleepy. And it's true because the caffeine blocks something called adenosine. Adenosine is, I don't know, it's increased when you start to relax. But what happens is the caffeine kind of blocks it or something, affects adenosine. And so it stops you from feeling naturally relaxed. So it keeps you awake. But when the effect of caffeine goes down and the adenosine is triggered again or is active or whatever, then you naturally start to feel sleepy. So I found that when I try to stop teas, I feel so sleepy during the day and I feel groggy, like yawning as well. Just thinking about it is making me yawn. So it's really hard, to get off that drug. It is a drug, something that you're addicted to, physically addicted to. Like if you don't have it, you yawn, you feel very sleepy. So after how many years? So like, I'm 57. So maybe when I was 20, 30, 40, 50, 37 years of doing something, and then suddenly stopping. So what I can do, I don't know, should I cold turkey just completely stop or just cut down to 2 teas a day, like one in the morning when I wake up. But then I'll continue that habit of in the morning I need a tea to wake me up. Whereas if I just stop and then a new habit will form in the morning, to wake me up, just go out and get some light. You see, I'm trying not to yawn because it's been about 5 minutes I haven't had the tea. It's like chain smoking, like smoke, and then when that smoke, when the fag, the cigarette goes out, when it's almost finished, you're already thinking about the next one. Like I had a tea maybe 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. Already I'm yawning because I need another hit. And that's what it is. It is a drug. I'm not sure, what do you do? Yeah, it's just like any drug, you taper off slowly. Instead of having 20 a day, you have 15 a day for the first month. It's not as if you can you can calculate these things, but I don't know when I'm going to have a tea. It's like when I feel like it. And so it's all unconscious, I suppose. So I have to bring it out of the unconscious. What I mean is make a note of when I have a tea every day. So I've had one already. I want to have another one already. So I've been up maybe 2 hours and like I'm suffering because I haven't had the second one. So I must have one an hour. Yeah, one an hour is about, like if I'm up, I don't know, if I'm up 10 hours, that's 10 teas a day. That's still a lot. From 20 it's good, it's down, but that's too much. And I'm thinking, no wonder I've got acid reflux because that amount of tea is going to weaken my legs, the lower esophageal sphincter. That amount of tea also is going to disrupt my sleep because, I'll be having like 4, 5 teas when I'm not where I shouldn't be. And it's going to affect my acid reflux, as I said, because I shouldn't be having them like 3 hours before I go to bed. So all in all, it's not good. And so I think, when I was a kid, I didn't need teas. I was my healthiest then. When I was a teenager up till 20, I think I started drinking teas maybe about 25, something like that. Something like that. Not 20 exactly, 25. So still over 30 years. Do you guys have this like tea addiction? I mean, coffee addiction I can understand because it's a lot more stronger. And yeah, there's a beetle here. It looks like a bloody cockroach. It's having problems. It's landed on the windscreen, and the windscreen is wet, and it's kind of stuck to droplets of water, and it can't get itself back up. It's on its back. It's suffering. Hang on, let me fix it. I'm not going to squash it. Come on, little one. Who are you? Come on. There you go. It looked a little bit like a cockroach. Fat and cute, really cute. But it was a lot wider. Some kind of beetle. Look at this bullshit. Look, I get this every day, just in case you don't believe me. Let's listen to this bullshit. Hello?
This is a Barclays fraud prevention call for Mr. Calogero Fiore. We've noticed your card's recently been used and want to protect you against fraud.
Yeah.
Please press any button so we can run through a quick fraud check.
I don't think so. Piss off. These liars. They come in all shapes and forms. You get those Chinese ones, you get those Indian ones or whatever, Pakistan, I don't know where they're from. And you've got these ones, it's a fraud check. Or on Amazon, they want to know, like, if they want to know your password, then they're phishing, they're trying to scam you. I usually just switch it off, but just to show you, I get them all the time, every day, all different types. So I think I have to change my my number, because that number is infected. It's sent to maybe they've got mailing lists and they sell it between each other. Yeah. Anyway, forget about that. So yeah, my tea addiction. I think if you stop cold turkey, it won't feel good, but at least for those few days it won't feel good. I think, trying to stop Paxil or Seroxat, the antidepressant, the SSRI, and stopping many things. I'm actually stopping many things at the same time. I'm not stopping them at the same time, but stopping all these vices, these addictions, actually helps my brain, because then I'm free to do other things. So imagine those 10 teas a day or more. Like, I have to spend time going to the kitchen, boiling a kettle of water, putting some honey in, getting a tea bag inside, get the almond milk from the fridge, making the tea, then bringing it, drinking it, and then bringing it back, washing the cup. You know what I mean? So it takes up a lot of time if you times that by 10 or 15 a day. It also, makes me high, and so gives me that kind of caffeine hit, and so I'm not that relaxed. Whereas if I didn't do that, I can actually relax, and I can do meditation, I can do relaxation, I can do some, qigong or tai chi, and that would be more beneficial for me. So what I'm saying is, maybe it would be easier for me to get into that relaxed state that's healing, that heals the body, calms the body down. The parasympathetic nervous system is triggered, the vagus nerve and all that. I think this year there's going to be a few changes, major ones, a few things I'm going to stop, a few addictions. One that I haven't spoken about ever is called corn, and I stopped that. And when you stop these addictions, it's as if like there's something missing in your life. There's a gap there, there's a vacuum, and it's good, because then you've got more time, more energy. You can fill that vacuum with something more beneficial, something more healthy, and maybe something that you've always wanted to do, and just life got in the way. I think most of the time we indulge in these vices or these addictions because our life is not good. We're looking for happiness or love or something, and we end up self-medicating. We end up, or blood sugar's low or something, and we end up self-medicating. I don't know how, sometimes you feel stressed out and you have a tea. I don't know how that works. How does a tea relax you? Maybe the warmth of the tea and the sugar, that you get a sugar hit. But the tea itself, caffeine, like, wakes you up. affects your brain, you know. So maybe the combination of caffeine and glucose affects your that's the hit. So anyway, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to stop drinking teas and stop these caffeine hits. Because although tea isn't the same as coffee, you still have that caffeine. You have tannins inside, but you still roughly have that same. You have less caffeine, but it's a similar kind of hit. It's probably the same as having four cups of tea, cups of coffee a day. If you're having 15 cups of tea, it's just that I can't do coffee because that really affects my acid reflux. Tea, I don't know. It feels different, not as strong. But in the long run, you know, during the whole day, when you have 15 cups of tea or more, then it does affect. The effect isn't so sudden. Maybe, I don't know. That's why I think I get away with it, but I don't. Have you guys suffered from addictions, specifically caffeine addiction? You know, how did you overcome caffeine addiction? I mean, caffeine addiction, like coffee, that must be tough. Coffee is supposed to be really good for you. It's good for your brain, good for your liver, but and teas are good. Oh, you know, there's many antioxidants in the tea, quercetin and black tea, but it does have its downsides. So anyway, I don't know how to stop, you know, because if you say I just have 1 or 2 teas a day, you're still drinking tea. The habit is still there, and that 1 or 2 teas can become 4, 5, 6 teas, and then by the time you know it, you're back to 15 teas a day, because we tend to go back, snap back into our old patterns, you know, old habits. So if you go cold turkey and just stop, yeah, you're going to get headaches, you're going to feel, you know, sleepy, maybe nervous or whatever, but then the body will adjust, the brain will adjust, and you can use some kind of substitute, maybe make use of your really relaxed state and just do some meditation, you know, do something that fits your new mood. I don't know. I'll be doing one video a week. It will take me so long to edit and to make videos. I'll be talking like this, really relaxed. You know. Yeah. So that's the end of the video, guys. That's all I had to say. Have any of you guys had this problem, similar problem? Like here in the UK, there must be loads of people that drink loads of teas. And you can drink loads of teas up to a point, and you reach a point where you think, hang on, this is hurting me. I've got this bloody acid reflux. I can't bloody sleep at night. I can't go anywhere without a bloody tea. I have to have a tea. Wake up in the morning, I have to have a tea to wake me up. I'm editing videos, I have to have a tea to make my brain work. You know, if you're thinking about a project or you're going to sit down and think about something, like set a goal, I have to have a tea. You're shackled to that thing. I don't want that. I want to be free. Let you guys, let me know down in the comments section, and I won't be answering any of them. Let me know what you think and how you can, you know, how do you come off? I was going to say come off medication, but that's what it's like. You have to come off this drug. How do you come off this drug? And that's what it is. Sugar's a drug. Caffeine is a drug. Anything that makes you feel good is a drug. It stimulated something in your brain. Dopamine, serotonin, you know, adenosine has been blocked. Something has happened in the brain. You get used to that feeling. That's a nice feeling. And then it becomes a problem. Have you guys experienced this before? And how did you get rid of it? Or are you guys still suffering? Or are you guys worse than me? Do you drink like 10 coffees a day? I remember an ex-girlfriend. She used to drink tea and coffee at the same time. She used to put tea and coffee at the same... And this other girlfriend, the Irish girlfriend, she used to say, don't put sugar in the tea. It will make the tea cold. Yeah, all right. And there was another girl, she came from Italy and she didn't know how to make the tea. So she put the milk in and the tea bag and the water in the kettle. When the kettle, you know, she switched the kettle on. When it started boiling, of course, it overflowed everywhere. And I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm making a tea, English tea. I said, that's not how you make the English tea, so I showed her. She was a lodger, so she didn't know. Yeah, bloody lodgers. Anyway, speak to you guys in the next video. Like, dislike, subscribe. When you subscribe, please switch on that notification button. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much. And for those of you who've donated, thank you very much. If I haven't mentioned you, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to keep a record of people who've donated, and I'll do an end screen, or like a credits, just to acknowledge those who have donated. I know you guys have not asked for any acknowledgement, but I'm just doing this just to say thank you. And thank you everyone who have donated your time to watch this. Your time is really precious. It's your life force. So thank you everyone for donating whatever you donated, your time and money, your comments. Thank you very much. And my dogs, thank you as well. Right, bye.